Coming to you direct from deep underneath your favorite Japanese wrestling arena, it's time for your high-speedy, strongly styled, fighting spirited, secret handshaking, wink wink nudge nudge, lethal dose of female professional wrestling, primarily in the land of shoguns and rising suns. It's time for you to remove your blindfold, accept a complimentary fruity drink that's totally not sus at all, and learn from our inside terminology, because you, our friends, have nearly willfully accepted the invite and have joined our cult of Joshi. Now allow me to introduce you to your fighting spirited guides, Raja and John.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And we are here at the end. We have finished the 2025 5-Star Grand Prix.
It is over.
It's officially come to its end, and we have a champion.
We do.
And I'm so excited to talk about this final night because it was a humdinger of a show.
It was, well, you know, a lot of times people talk about my 2025 bingo card.
Yes. I threw that thing out a long time ago.
Hold on a second. So I got my 2025 bingo card right here. Okay?
Right, okay.
So this is my 2025 bingo card.
Yeah, essentially.
Holy crap.
Of things that we thought were going to happen this year, pretty much none of them did, and everything that we didn't think was going to happen has been happening. It's crazy.
That's a good way to describe it.
The surprises this year have been just outrageous. I don't know what's happened, but I love it.
I love it too. I am so excited. We watched live.
Yes, at 3 a.m. We were up and ready
until god awful a.m. But it was so amazing. And you know, a lot of things. Obviously, we'll talk about all of this. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to bury the lead, but I'm going to say, you know, some of the chants throughout the arena, just hearing that many people chanting in unison for a couple of people. It was very, very obvious that we've got some stars. And
there are definitely people that the people want to get behind, right?
And it was an incredible night. There was a few incredible matches.
Yeah.
And I think that at the end of this, we have some of the things we love. We have some people that started the tournament as one thing, ended the tournament as a much bigger star, right?
Yes.
Ended the tournament very well known and ready for main events.
Absolutely.
right off the bat and proven
Which
themselves.
Didn't surprise us.
It's really crazy because you can't put the toothpaste back into two, right?
No.
So some of these people that went through this tournament and absolutely got the fan support, got the, showed their chops.
Yeah.
You can't go back on that. That's made now.
You know now that the fans want that person.
They're
so you got to run with it.
Yeah.
You got to run with it or you lose all that momentum, right?
Yeah, you're figured in.
But
good stuff.
Let's get into this card. Final night of the 5-Star Grand Prix 2025 in Ottawa General Gymnasium. We are recording too soon after the event to have an official attendance number on this one, but it was full. Okay.
Yeah, it was packed out. It was packed. It was packed out. There's people sneaking other people in the back, in the trunk of the car. And
it was a huge crowd, very loud crowd. They were totally invested, as they have been throughout this whole tournament. So that just added on to everything that this night was, which was amazing. We started off in the pre-show with a 4-way tag team match, which featured Kikyo Furusawa and Ima Maishima versus Azusa Inaba and Fukigen Death versus Kyoka Kotatsu and Lady C versus Momo Kogo and Yuria Hime. So there's just a big mishmash of a bunch of tag teams, which is really cool to see. Kyoka Kotatsu debuting a new look, which looked awesome on her.
She looked like she stepped out of a Quentin Tarantino film.
She did. She just ready to kick your ass.
You know how Quentin always does females right.
Yes.
Like he always makes the badass female.
Yes.
And she looked like she was ready to kill Bill.
She did, yeah. This match was really fun. There was a lot of shenanigans. Obviously, you got Fukigen Death in there. And there was a lot of kicking, a lot of ankle locks from Kikyo Furusawa. But it was our girl, Yuria Hime, who stepped up and won the match for her team. A little Peach Lily win here.
Not the last time that we're going to see Yuria Hime tonight. And let me just say, Yuria, you were amazing.
She was the star of this match for sure. She used her triangle choke. They've also been calling it a figure 4 choke. So whatever you feel like calling it, but she used that to win the match. And she's just been on fire lately. She's one of the ones that's like, she has all this momentum right now. So you kind of have to go after that.
I'm starting to see things online with the muggles that don't watch Joshi much that are, putting out stuff about Yuri Hime doing the Devil's Kiss better than
hers is really nice.
And, because of the transitions and stuff.
Yeah, she adds a little spice to it, right? So, she doesn't just slap it on there.
That's always good when you start getting crossover and then people are like, who's this? And they go and look. And
it is. It brings in new fans, right?
Yeah.
And Yuria is one of those people it's very easy to draw in new eyes because she's Yuria. I mean, she's pretty. She's talented.
My thing I enjoy is when people go and look this stuff up. I like when people look up people like Azumi, right? They're like, wow, she's a veteran. She's been around. I wonder why she's never come over. Holy crap, she's got such a catalog of, oh my God, she's 23.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's an 11-year veteran?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so insane.
But I don't know if you saw the translation of what Yuri said later, but it cracked me up.
No, I did not.
When we get there.
Okay, I'm excited.
We kicked off the main show with Saida, Hanan, and B. Priestley versus Ruaka, Natsuka Tora, and Saya Kamatani. This might seem like a weird match to go on first, but Saya Kamatani actually had a television event to get to later in the night, so they had to get her in there quick as possible.
So you were right about that.
Yeah, I actually saw on Twitter she was at a Love It event later in the day.
You just guessed that.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that. I thought maybe one of them probably had
freaking witchcraft
something
using thing.
to do. That's usually how it goes, right?
We were sitting there and you were like halfway through, you're like, maybe Saya Kamatani had something to get to.
Well, at first I thought maybe it was B, like maybe she had to fly out or something. But then you noticed that Saya wasn't there later in the night ringside. And I was like, oh, it was probably Saya then who had to go somewhere. But this was a really cool match. You got Wingori in there. They're going up against the Goddess of Stardom tag team champions with Ruaka and Natsuka Tora. And then, of course, B. Priestley and Saya Kamatani pairing off because B. Priestley beat Saya Kamatani in the 5-Star Grand Prix. So she has the right to a World of Stardom championship match, right? And they just went at it in this match, all of them. It's clear that they all want shots at each other in the future. They are not done with each other by any means, but Saya Kamatani used the Star Crusher to win this match. It was nasty, as always. Just always, that Star Crusher's the craziest move, okay?
It really is.
And following the match, B went up to Saya Kamatani. They talked a little between themselves about the World of Stardom Championship, and that match has been made official. When we come back on September 6th in Yokohama Budokan at Stardom to the World, they will fight it out for that World of Stardom Championship.
Yeah, I mean, they've done all the right builds for this, and we're happy to see Wingori, doing that thing again. So.
Yes, it's so nice to see them together. Them in that matching gear now is so great. I love it.
have a feeling Wingori is going to be the thing for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a great rest of the year, especially with Tag League coming up. Yeah. I think that's going to be a huge deal for them.
Agreed.
Like it was last year.
Yes.
After that, we had our announcement of Dream Queendom, which of course is on December 29th, as it is every year. So it's just cool that we're getting to that point in the year that we can start thinking about Dream Queendom builds and like what's going to go down at the end of the year, because it's such a big show.
I can't honestly, I can't imagine. I would love to do like an early prediction, like what's the top 3 matches?
Yeah.
What's the red belt match? What's the white belt match?
That would be fun.
What's the IWGP belt match?
Yeah.
And right now, wow.
Yeah, well, when Stardom comes back from this 2-week break, they go immediately into Stardom to the World, which is a pay-per-view, and then 4 days later have a Korakuen Hall show. So those 2 shows, I think, will say a lot, and maybe in our preview for the pay-per-view that's upcoming once they announce the whole card, maybe we can
do a little pick.
Do a little like, how does this look heading into Dream Queendom?
For right now, booking-wise, right now, what does it look like will happen by Dream Queendom?
And in December, we'll see how wrong we were.
Tell you what we'll do. We'll do a little special. We'll book the entire show. We'll book like a 10-match show, 8-match show.
All right.
including the multis.
Yes, including the undercard multi-mans, because you got to have the whole roster on Dream Queendom. So it's not hard to guess who's going to be on the show, just in what capacity they will be on the show. That would be fun.
That will be fun.
We actually have our 100th episode coming up soon, so that might be fun.
I know. I'm so excited about the 100th episode, and we'll get everybody involved in this too, so you can tell us what you think your Dream Queendom main event's going to be.
We'd love to hear what your thoughts are for Dream Queendom. We're still 4 months away, right? So it's still a ways off, but it's fun to think about
it'll be
what
so
could
quick.
happen.
It'll happen so quickly.
I know. They're already selling tickets, like, at the beginning of September.
Yeah.
It's like, we're ready for Dream Queendom. After that, we got into the tournament matches, starting with the Red Stars semifinal, where we had Azumi versus Rina. And it was pretty clear early on who the crowd was cheering for in this match.
So it was really insane because, as Raja had said, the place was absolutely packed.
Yes, just completely.
Just all the way up to the rafters, man. It was completely packed and beautiful and loud as well. And this place was making no bones about the fact of they were behind Rina.
Yes.
And it was a Rina. Just the whole... It came and went, right? But it never stopped.
Yeah.
It just would get louder. And people were really bought in.
Yeah.
They really believed. And I think a lot of that is like not, and you had mentioned this, it's not a we hate Azumi thing.
No.
It was a, wow, this is cool. This is from really not like mid-card all the way up, breaking all the boundaries, breaking the glass ceiling.
Yeah, because even when she was on her historic Future of Stardom title run, she was still having matches in the lower half of the card. I mean, she's not a main eventer yet, but throughout the course of this tournament, we've seen just how hard she works, how amazing she is in the ring. Some of her matches are some of the best matches in the tournament. I would be surprised if she doesn't get MVP this year.
Stardom is doing a great job of the booking here, because the only way to make someone a big leaguer, to make somebody a star, is they have to defeat other stars.
Yes.
That's the only way that the public ever sees them on equal footing.
Yeah.
It can't be slipovers. It can't be DQs. The people try that all over the world.
Absolutely.
It doesn't work. And if you just go and you commit to it and you don't apologize for it, all of a sudden she beats Poi. All of a sudden she beats, all these people. That's like, okay, that wasn't a fluke. That wasn't a storyline.
No, she beat Bea Priestley. She beat Natsuko Tora. I mean, she beat these people legitimately clean in the ring.
She's just that. She's just elite, and she is not even 20?
Sure. Yeah, and this match at only 15 minutes and 30 seconds felt so much bigger than that time, like, allows me to think that it was, because it was such a crazy match. They fit so much into that amount of time where it was just absolutely insane. And there was like moves like Rina hanging halfway off the apron and Azumi double stomping her to the floor, and Rina finally hitting the move she's been going for all tournament long. Do you want to tell them what move that was?
I mean, it's the Vertebreaker, but people have different names. It's actually originally a Joshi move.
Yes, it was originated by Megumi Kudo, which we found out recently called the Kudo driver. Yeah. So it's very Joshi influenced.
Which is so funny because we're working on something like all the things that originated in Joshi.
There are so many.
If you have any suggestions on that would be super helpful. If you guys want to put that in the chat.
Yeah, if you just know any moves that originated with a Joshi wrestler.
Put it in the comments for us. Let us know, anything, because we've got quite a few.
The more obscure, the better.
But we want to do a whole special on just moves that were originated in Joshi. And
absolutely. And this Vertebreaker that Rina did.
Oh, it's so sick.
She's been going for it all tournament. And I was kind of questioning, like, is that what she's going for? Because she sets it up right, and it looks like a Vertebreaker, but you never know with Joshi wrestlers. Like, they might turn sideways or like flip over or something. But no, it was a legitimate Vertebreaker.
To me, the Vertebreaker is, and I think one of the reasons is when I was first starting wrestling, it was out there. The Vertebreaker was out there. It was Shane Helm. I mean, it was one of these things, and it's terrifying.
It is. It looks so scary.
It's scary to take. It's scary to give someone. It's hard to protect. You have to really be like tucking your chin to your boobies there.
Yeah.
But it's just for me,
because it's a straight drop, right?
It's so
scary.
It's so scary, and your weight just comes down on yourself.
Yeah. And I think it melds so well with her moveset already because she does the Pink Devil, the gory special. Yeah. So she's got that sort of on the back moveset already.
I hope this isn't used regular. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think it will be. I think it'll be like Saida's Muscle Buster move. Yeah. It'll just be like pull it out when you're in dire straits sort of deal.
Right.
She actually also went for the Tiger Lily, which is Hana Kimura's finisher. Yeah. She wasn't able to pull that one off. I think if she had, she would have won the match. But not to bury the lead here, Azumi did end up beating Rina in a hell of a match with so many false finishes that we were like couldn't breathe for like 10 minutes.
This match is a 5-star match.
It was so good. It was Azumi had to use 2 Canadian destroyers and the Azumi Sushi to finally put Rina away. So it wasn't like she went quietly, right?
Yeah, no, 5
It was
stars.
insane. The whole match was great. It was fantastic. Applaud Azumi for her incredible work, of course. She was going on to the 5-star Grand Prix final, which is a huge deal for her.
Yeah, it's gigantic. And so happy for Azumi on this.
She deserves it.
Another one who is, she has had her flowers, but not had the flowers that she deserves.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And nor does any of the girls really ever get what they really deserve. But I mean, this is great to see. And my God, it's good for the game to have such a fresh semifinal.
Yeah, and it was a great match. And Rina is a superstar. Okay, like she gives that aura undeniably. There's no holding her back.
I think that the match, though, with everybody wanting Rina so hardcore, that I think it kind of flattened out the first of the next match.
Maybe a little. So we move on to the Blue Star semifinal, Saoriano versus Momo Watanabe. And of course, both of these girls desperately want to get to the final because Saoriano's never been that far in the 5-star, right? So she definitely wants it. Momo Watanabe has long been waiting for this opportunity to be the 5-star Grand Prix champion. So they just get in there and they're down to business. There's no joking around or anything, but there was some little bit of hate interference in this match. Of course, we had the chairs, which we always get in a hate match, but there was a little bit of black box using and stuff like that. But it was eventually, Momo Watanabe was kind of on the back foot near the end. Like, Saoriano really had her against the ropes, but there was a huge kick just to the back of Saoriano's head that led to her being able to do that up kick to the face that we all love.
And she had missed it. She had missed the punt earlier.
Yes, she had.
And so when I saw that was great. But like you said, man, I really believed that Saoriano at the end of this.
Yeah, she was right there. She was at the finish line, right?
That she had this, and she kind of got the pottering kind of screwy and sideways.
Yeah, she was like off angle.
But I believe that was by design now.
It makes sense, right?
Because if you don't want to kill your finish, right? You don't want to get the pottering exactly right.
And have them kick out.
Yeah. So it's kind of like cockeyed.
It's like you didn't get your feet on top of my legs, so of course I was able to kick out.
But this match was really, really good. And in a bubble...
Yeah, it's a solid match.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
But you're coming right off Azumi and Rina setting fire to everything.
Yeah, there's definitely a something to be said about match order on a show and the way that it affects your perception of matches. Like, if they had switched these matches in the order, I think Saoriano and Momo Watanabe would have been like, we would have been more locked in and more like amazed by what was happening in front of us.
and looking at it on paper, would you not have noticed that off the bat? I mean, you think, I should probably put that one first.
Yeah, I probably would have. Obviously, Saoriano and Momo Watanabe are veterans and like they deserve that spot. But that being said, Momo did use a Tequila Sunrise followed by the Peach Sunrise to pin Saoriano in this match and make her way to
holy crap
the Momo as main event that we all deserve.
I mean, holy freaking dog crap! It's like
I was excited when she won this because I was honestly there at the end. I was worried that she was not going to win.
So what's some of the coolest stories with Azumi versus Momo Watanabe?
Well, obviously the Queen Quest connection, right? They were tag team partners for a long time when Momo Watanabe was the leader of Queen's Quest, and Momo Watanabe betrayed Azumi when she left Queen's Quest for Oedo Tai. So they have had this tumultuous relationship.
Azumi should have been the leader of Queen's Quest.
Yeah, when Momo left.
It was left to her, right? And it's one of those things that this is one of those callbacks.
Yeah.
They don't have to say it.
No. And they didn't. They didn't like spell it out.
Everybody knows, but the girls put it in their facials.
Yeah.
And everybody has this weird feeling. And plus, there's been some online crap this week with Queen's Quest.
Yeah.
Lady C was
Lady C talking.
Yeah,
crap.
Lady C talking smack about some stuff, about some of the girls and stuff, and about some that left and went to go be clowns elsewhere. Like, just when I see that kind of chatter,
you're like something's happening.
Something's going on.
Yeah, and I think that they added a really nice little wrinkle to, like, a little chapter to the Momo Azumi story in this main event that we're going to talk about. I think it's really cool.
I think that QQ might be coming back.
We talked about it last show, right? We're like, just have Azumi just turn monster heel and resurrect her own version of Queen's Quest.
I swear something's in the air.
Oh, it's so cool. Everything's so cool right now. Following that whole emotional roller coaster with those matches, we had Rion, Hanako, and Waka Tsukiyama versus Sayaka Kurara, Aya Sakura, and Natsupoi. And wouldn't you know it, who the star was in this match? Miss Aya Sakura just doing the heavy lifting here, and with those kicks and all of her moves. She's obviously the Sendai Girls Junior champion. She has a huge match coming up tonight at Senjo the Biggest.
Woo!
So she really showed up and showed out in this match, showed why she has that belt. And I thought it was really cool to see her get the win in this match by pinning Waka Tsukiyama. Obviously, Sayaka and Aya have made it known that they want a chance at the New Blood Tag Team titles, but first and foremost in Aya's mind, I think, is that junior championship.
So cool. I mean, Sayaka and Aya, we called the babies forever. And it was a loving term. Like we've said before, we have names like off air for every single person. It's like, but they were the babies. And we were talking during the match. We're like, well, they're not really the babies anymore, but wow, it's cool to see them together when you still get to see them together.
Yeah, because we haven't seen them team up in a while.
They went off and became stars on their own.
They had their own stuff going on. So seeing Sakurara back in action is really cool.
It feels like they're both figured in, man. It feels like they're both like main roster people.
Yeah, they definitely made a name for themselves now.
They're you see them on the card, it's not just a throwaway match. It's going to be a good competitive match.
Absolutely. Hanako's the same way. She got a great reception from the fans in this match. Like, they were excited to see Hanako.
that one kind of got me a little bit. When there was a time when Hanako tagged in.
Yeah.
And there was a huge pop.
Yeah, people were like, yeah, let's get it.
And I think that during the tournament, there was a lot of times during that tournament where she was like a wrecking machine.
Yeah, she was right there in the end with the points, like possibly getting into the final three in her block. So she did a great job in the tournament, and she really showed her power and what she's all about. So I think she won some hearts.
Someone else that needs a heel turn.
Yeah, Hanako would make a great monster heel.
I would love to see her as just a shut up, ask no questions, just go out and beat the piss out of people.
Yeah, like we don't have one of those huge. I mean, we have Bozilla, but she's not really a heel, so to speak.
She's just a monster. So I like it when people come and they walk quickly to the ring.
Yeah.
They jump in there, beat the piss out of somebody, and they get away quickly. They don't wait around to sit there and
right.
Thank you for so much for the match.
They don't care about any of that. They just care about fighting and winning.
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool direction for Hanako eventually. I don't know. With Tag League coming up, it's hard to say what her direction is going to be with Micah out, but I'm interested to see what she does for the rest of the year.
Me too.
Along with Sayaka and Aya, this whole class is just going up further and further on the card. After that, we had a little high-speed show-off. A three-way Mei Seira versus Saki Kashima versus Yuna Mizumori. And this was about what you would expect it to be, right? It was kind of a short match. It was very fast-paced. It was basically Mei Seira and Yuna Mizumori wrestling around Saki Kashima while she stands there. It was very fun. Unfortunately for Mei Seira, when she got the Rolling Star, Yuna Mizumori jumped over her from the outside and got the Superman pin on Saki Kashima out of the Rolling Star and was able to win the match. So Yuna Mizumori is still hot on her hunt for the High Speed Championship. Mei Seira is like, fine, I guess we'll have this match. That is set for September 10th in Korakuen Hall. I'm not sure Mei's very happy about it, but Yuna definitely is.
Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, I love Mei Seira. But the character-wise, with her being like so upset to have to face the old girl, it
She's not very pleased with the division.
It makes me a little bit mad at her.
It's like, okay, she won though. You have to give her a title shot.
I just feel kind of bad. I'm kind of mad at May because it's like, don't act like that.
Right. It's like, these are still Stardom wrestlers.
It's unbecoming.
Yeah. I get you. Because that could come off badly, right?
It could.
If people see that and they're like, wow, that girl really doesn't like anyone.
Yeah, it could.
It's like, why should we like her?
It's a little bit elitist.
A little bit. And
Yeah.
I mean, May Sarah, she's amazing.
She is.
She kind of deserves to feel some type of way, I guess, about the
but
quality of her matches.
The only way I feel good about this is for her to lose that belt.
Yeah, I
And
think she's surpassed the high speed.
I
at
think
this
that
point.
she loses that belt and she has to admit
that Yuna Mizumori is high speed.
Yuna Mizumori is deserving, needed to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I am so sorry. You are good.
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass.
Like, show some humility.
Yeah, a little bit.
That would be nice instead of just like getting mad and
Yeah.
leaving
Yeah.
if she loses.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I'm excited for Yuna to get another shot. I love watching Yuna Mizumori wrestle. It's just she's just so much fun.
She really is.
After that, we had Akira Kuragane, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki versus Hazuki, Koguma, and Dark Silhouette. So this was a little, like, we had CMLL in there. So it was a little brand new look at someone that had never been in Stardom before. And also Mavita Loca coming together again. Of course, not the full force of Mavita Loca.
No, but anytime I get to see Mi Vida Loca,
they're so much fun.
it's nice. Rina Yamashita, dude.
She's a monster.
She's so fun.
She is.
She's just, her facials, her comedy timing.
Yeah.
Everything about what she does is really, really good. And she's also very smart in the ring. I've noticed with her matches, she'll do callbacks. She'll do little things that really puts over her opponent.
Yeah.
And I really like what she does because she's not just like a hardcore worker or something.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of Rina Yamashita around.
As we talked about in the last episode, Suzu has developed into something entirely different that I absolutely love to see. And during the transition, if you will, like during Suzu kind of finding who she is now,
Yeah.
there was moments where it just didn't feel right to me. It was just,
During the Neo Genesis times.
yeah, it was almost like Suzu was still trying to be the original Suzu Suzuki, so to speak. And now she is very comfortable in who she is. And she's developed into this crazy Bugsy McGraw kind of like crazy chick.
She's going to yell at you and be wild.
I love it. When they walked out on stage, I looked over at you and I was like, that's the Witches of Eastwick. Like, it's so funny because we have so many factions and God love them. I'm not tossing shade, but we have a lot of female factions that kind of go for the spooky vibe, right?
Yes.
And they'll come out and it's like, oh, look, it's like a coven of witches or something like that.
But it's three like really pretty popular looking girls wearing black.
Exactly. It's like Hot Topic girls,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like Hot Topic girls that watch the movie The Craft or something, and all of a sudden they're like, we're going to do witchcraft.
I'm a Wiccan.
They buy a witchcraft book from Spencer's, and all of a sudden, they're witches. But these bitches, listen, and I mean that lovingly. Don't get it twisted. But these bitches, they're in there, and they're just like, they don't have to say anything, do anything. They don't have to, come out and say that. They're on stage, and it's like, oh shit.
Don't mess with them.
Oh shit. Not only are they one of the coolest visions of a three people I've ever seen right there. And it's even cooler when they're full blood, when they're all of them. But those three, when they stood there, I was like, holy crap, man. They look really cool.
They do.
And they look spooky.
Mavita Loca has a great vibe.
Yeah.
And I could totally see them, like the type of coven that like doesn't say it out loud, but they're like in the back room doing some voodoo or curses or something.
Listen,
like, they're hexing somebody.
Yeah, witchcraft or not, you don't want to screw with that group.
No, they're either going to hex you or just kick your ass. So,
I love them. I absolutely love them. They were so needed. I just wish I had more of them.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see the full force more. Like, we didn't get Itsuki Aoki this time.
I know.
She was busy too, and Bozilla's off for Forbidden Door. She couldn't be here either. But having these three together was really cool. They did win the match. Rina Yamashita using a splash mountain on Koguma that just Oh my god. Destroyed her, poor Koguma.
I wasn't really feeling Dark Silhouette.
No, she had some bumps in the road, right? I mean, it's to be expected when you come into a brand new promotion with people you've never wrestled with before, and there's the language barrier and all that.
It happens.
She did her best in this match. Afterwards, Koguma challenged her for the belt that she's holding. I'm not sure exactly which CMLL belt that is, but she said she wanted to go back to Mexico holding that belt herself. So I guess FWC is really on their international tour right now.
Yeah, and they feel very much an afterthought right now.
They do. Yes, they lost in this match with Tag League coming up. I'm not even sure they're going to be here for Tag League at this point.
I'm not sure that. I mean, look at the crowds, right? Look at the crowds. If you ever wanted to sow your oats and go out and feel what the world feels like, and which is a great thing. It's good to get it out of your system, go out and learn new things, learn new tricks. They used to say, I'm going to go learn some holds, right? So, I'm going to go learn a new hold, and you'd go to Kansas City for 3 months or whatever. Sometimes it's really good. It's really great, actually. And then when you come back, Jim Cornette always says it on his thing, how can I miss you if you're never gone or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's true. It's really true sometimes.
It is, yeah. Having FWC out there in the world right now is not hurting Stardom, and I think it's going to be much better for FWC.
And they're so amazing, right? They're so talented. They're so incredible. But sometimes, man, you can feel if somebody's heart isn't exactly in the place they're standing.
Yeah. They definitely seem like they needed a break from Stardom.
Yeah.
And when they come back, because they've been gone for so long, it's going to be a nice reunion, right? Because everyone's going to miss them at that point and want them back.
Yes.
After that, we went on to Tomoka Inaba and Ami Sourei versus Miyu Amasaki and Starlight Kid. And this was a very story-heavy match in the Tomoka Inaba Starlight Kid arena because Tomoka did beat Starlight Kid in the 5-Star Grand Prix, which gives her a chance to challenge for the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Tomoka was on fire in this match. She was just going after Miyu Amasaki's leg the entire time. Like, Miyu was limping around. By the end of the match, it was very difficult to watch at times, but Tomoka submitted Miyu with the knee bar, made her tap out, while Starlight Kid was being held back by Ami Sourei, trying to get in there to stop Miyu from tapping, but she could not get there in time. So Tomoka wins the match and faces off with Starlight Kid, and Starlight Kid is all about it. She's like, if there's one person I want to face for this Wonder of Stardom title right now, it's you. You're the only one. So she's very excited too.
Tomoka Inaba, again, somebody else that was already on that level of being a star, or breaking through.
Yeah.
Man, she really is believable. And she, at the end of this, when she was going face to face with Starlight Kid, just their face to face made me super excited about the match.
Yeah, they're really cool opponents, I think. Like, they seem like they're going to put on a heck of a title match against each other.
They're the same age. They're, because we always talked about Tomoka was a shoe-in for Neo Genesis.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm there for this match, and I think Starlight will retain.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely positive of that.
It's hard to say, really, because Tomoka did beat her once already. They've both started, like, they have this back and forth war over the knee at this point. Like, it's just a whole story now. And Starlight even pointed at Tomoka's knee during their face-off, She's like, you better take care of that because I'm coming after it.
Yeah.
So it's become the focal point of their rivalry at this point. And they didn't explicitly say, I couldn't find exactly where they said if they had made a date for this, but I have to believe it's going to be in Yokohama on the 6th.
I would think so.
So that's what I'm going with. So we'll have a Wonder of Stardom Championship match and a World of Stardom Championship match when we come back, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then we had intermission before the 3 major matches of the night, which was a nice little reprieve after all of that because it's emotional, man.
Oh my God.
When we came back, it was for the Future of Stardom Championship match where Hina was defending once again against Rana Yagami.
And I think it's important to talk about commentary. Siri was there.
Yes. On
commentary. And looking amazing, by the way.
She did look amazing. She came straight from a photo shoot, she said on Twitter. Like, she's been cast as the lead in a play.
Well, I mean,
look at her.
She was looking like, Wednesday Addams or something.
She did.
She looked awesome.
Amazing.
But, she was very emotional. And these last, or the penultimate 2 matches.
Yes.
they were very Siri heavy.
Yes, because of course in this one you've got God's Eye versus God's Eye, right? These are two of the people that she's training and that she's brought up and she feels very deeply about. So Hina having this championship and Rana for the second time trying to make her case for the Future of Stardom championship.
So this is a moment in the show where I have to say to Rana, if you only knew how big of a fan you have in Raja, and I know your names are similar, Raja, Rana.
That's not the only reason.
If you only knew how much I had to endure during this match of 100%, just bias, 100% bias. It's like watching a game with somebody who's a big fan of one sports team.
Right, like any game ever.
Yeah, and everything that happens is a foul that should have been done on the other team.
Right.
But with that said, Raja had crazy eyes toward the end of this, and she's like, she's gonna win. There's no.
I was making excuses.
She's gonna win. There's no way. Okay, that was kicked out of. That means she's going to win. She's absolutely got. She's got this. She's got this. How would she not have this? She's got this.
I'm on the heavy copium when it comes to Rana Yagami at this point. She showed a lot of growth and strength in this match. She is full of heart and passion, okay? She deserves the world. But unfortunately, tonight was not her night. Hina did retain the Future of Stardom championship. She submitted Rana with the STF. There was one really nasty moment in this match where Hina did a frog splash and Rana put her legs underneath her, and I was like, oh my god, you're gonna break your legs. Don't do that.
Yeah, she's gonna break Hina. It was funny because I was worried. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So poor Hina, sister of Stardom,
yes,
jumps off the top rope in a frog splash, does not protect herself one iota.
No, she's splayed out.
And she comes down on the knees of Rana Yagami.
It wasn't just the knees, though. She had her feet under there, too.
And just breaks Hina in half. And so I hear the gasp. And then Raja's like, oh my God, you're going to break your legs.
I'm worried about Hina, too. I love Hina, okay? She's been amazing this year. This run has been great. This is her 6th defense.
No, okay, listen, I'm calling you out. We're halfway through this match, and you're like, oh, come on there, L'Oreal.
I was like, is this a L'Oreal commercial? Because her hair kept getting in everybody's face.
Just get your hair out of the way.
Listen, when we're in the middle of a match, what I say cannot be held against me, okay? You've done it, too. When we're in the heat of the moment, you can't take any of that for what our real feelings are, because we're just locked in. It's different.
I'm sorry.
We can't be analytical during the match.
I'm sorry. I have betrayed the match. The match watching trust.
It's okay. I did really want Rana to win. I thought that this was her time, but then what happened afterward made me realize that there is a greater reason for all things, because who would come out to challenge for the Future of Stardom championship but Yuria Hime? And I was like, it all makes sense now.
She was lowered down from the heavens with holding little velvet ropes held by angels,
essentially,
and dropped in the ring with all the light.
Yes,
and we were given a true challenger.
Yes,
worthy of the Future of Stardom.
Do you want to know what she said when she challenged for the belt?
What?
She told Hina that she's ready for the Future of Stardom championship, that she wants to win so that she can do a belt grabber shoot with the Future of Stardom championship.
Wait.
Okay, Yuria Hime is very passionate about the marriage of pro wrestling and grabber photo shoots. If you weren't aware, she wants to do a photo shoot with the belt when she wins it. Hina was like appalled, I think. She was like, what are you talking about?
Okay. So I don't care that this is, we always record live to tape.
Yes.
We record live to tape. We don't
edit this.
We don't edit this, okay? So this is going to be very outing of me. Can you explain what a grabber body shoot is?
I mean, it's the photo shoots that they do sometimes, when they're kind of like, there's a lot of skin exposed and it's very Joshi.
Wait, are you talking about like when they use the belt to cover their naughty bits?
She might do that, yes. She could be wearing underwear or bathing suit or something as well, but that's what I took it as. Very Sammy Guevara with the TNT title.
So that's a thing?
I mean, yeah, it's very prominent in Joshi, right?
I've seen it. I've seen it, but I didn't know the name.
Yes, that's a thing.
Okay.
It's a thing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's spelled like graver, but she's very into it, I guess. She thinks that's a great way to promote professional wrestling by using her beauty to do these photo shoots and also to be a great wrestler.
Okay, listen. Okada-san. Okada-san, oh great, how art thou? Yuria has to win this belt. It is for the good of all wrestling that she wins this belt. I think that it would be great for her to be the champion. What a great champion she would make.
I love it. I love her confidence. I just wasn't expecting that to be what I saw when I looked it up. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love that for her. Good for her, honestly, just being honest. Like, she's just straight up about it.
What a funny thing to say when you're challenging for a belt.
I know. Hina was like, you know what? Okay, we'll do this. And she said, like, I'll beat the meaning of pro wrestling into you or something equally to that.
Wow. That's maybe one of the most insane things I've ever heard.
I love it. I love it.
For when you're challenging for a belt.
Yeah, like, she said it on the microphone. That's why the fans gasped. Do you remember?
Yes.
That's why they were all like reacting, because that's what she said on the mic in the middle of the ring.
So when I win this belt, I'm going to cover myself in peanut butter. You know, like, what the hell?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow. I'm glad that she's that confident in herself. Like, good for her, honestly.
Yes, it's awesome.
Good for her. After that whole situation, we moved on to the IWGP Women's World Championship match. Konami versus Suri.
Oh my God.
If there's a way to, like, make me any more angry at someone in a match.
Dear God, this match.
First of all, it was violent, as we imagined it would be. They did not care one bit about pulling anything in this match. They were just hammering each other, okay? It was bad. And I'm sure they're sore today after all that happened. But it's really the kind of ending that we need to focus on here.
Okay,
because
all right.
Konami had this match won.
Yes.
She had the 3 count. She was right there.
Yeah.
She even had her knee on Suri's chest, like she was going to pin her, no problem, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But as soon as the 2 hit, what does Konami do?
She did what Konami does.
She picked Suri up out of the pin. And I get it. It's a heel thing. I get it when you're like facing someone lesser than you. But Suri?
Yeah.
Really, Konami? And it's only because she wanted to add insult to injury and spray her in the face. That's the only reason she did it. Like, how could you? Those fans were chanting for you, and you betrayed them all.
And they stopped.
They were just like, the air let out of the room.
Yeah, the air let out of the room. The air let out of us. So they were chanting Konami through this entire match.
Yes.
And so were we.
Yes.
We were so excited because this match was so awesome. And every time Suri did anything, it was a resounding brrr.
Yes. As we have seen.
They hate her. And but let me give some love to Suri. Suri is one of the greatest heels in professional wrestling today.
Yes.
Her facials, her voice, when she does a promo, that high-pitched, there's just something about her. Her crazy freaking eyes, the way I actually literally see her go from smile and being normal to crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's playing.
No, I don't think so.
This.
It's just her.
This chick lliterally scares the bejesus out of me.
She's scary.
She is a scary person.
Yeah.
And then when she is in the match, she does things people don't do. Like if Suri's throwing a chair on you, she's throwing a chair on your face.
Yeah.
If she's doing a kick, she's kicking through you into the wall.
Yeah, there were a couple times Konami got kicked in the face.
I mean, dude, she is so violent, but Konami is also violent. Mm-hmm. And this match was fantastic because you rarely see someone manhandle Suri. And that happened through a lot of this match. But yeah, she had it won, Konami picks up Suri, and that was the ultimate sin.
Yes, because Suri was able to gather herself. She did not get sprayed in the face. In fact, she used 3 Uranages to take Konami out and pin her to win the match. So Suri is still the IWGP Women's World Champion. This is only her first defense, so I have a feeling it's going to go far, far beyond this.
Yeah, but I'm so excited about who walked out the challenge.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Suri's waiting there. You know, we know someone's coming out to challenge. We hear a huge reaction from the crowd about whoever's coming out, and it is Suzu Suzuki. So, of course, Suri and Suzu had a draw in the 5-Star Grand Prix. Neither of them won their match because it hit the time limit. And Suzu feels that she is very much entitled to an IWGP championship match, which Suri kind of agreed to. She was like, you were the most challenging opponent I faced in the 5-Star. You're a lot of fun to fight, so I'm all for it, essentially. Like, she was actually kind of giving Suzu props on this, but you know, Suzu was out there yelling and like making a scene. She's like, time for me to face you. Let's do this. So they're gonna do it on September 6th at Stardom to the World. And it's just gonna be glorious, I think.
It is going to be glorious.
I'm so excited for that match.
Me too, because it's going to be insane.
Yeah. No time limit draw this time, boys.
No.
They're going to fight it out, and it's going to be awesome.
Again, these two are not going to care about anything except beating the snot out of each other.
I'm actually kind of worried about it. Like, so we've seen Suzu do some insane stuff in matches.
You don't think.
So, and of course, Suri is just a kick your face off kind of person.
We've seen Suzu do things in matches that makes us not think of the match on purpose.
No, don't bring that up. Why would you? Why?
I'm sorry. It's just that was only this year.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
All right.
Oh, man. So we got through that whole craziness. The IWGP match was really good. It was just violent, okay? Like, the kicks, the forearms, the headbutts, the drop kicks, everything landed very hard. It was great.
Yes, it was.
Konami screwed herself. Konami screwed Konami in this one.
Yes. Nah, Konami screwed Konami.
So that brings us to the main event, the 5-Star Grand Prix final.
Oh my God.
Azumi versus Momo Watanabe.
Oh, all the build, all the pomp and circumstance, and even from the very first moment that the first note hits of the first song, and you see the glory of Momo Watanabe wearing big match gear.
Yes, all in white.
All in white. And if you're unfamiliar with it, sometimes pay attention to when you see somebody wearing white, because there might be a good chance it's going to be a good match.
Yes,
and
usually that's like the color in Japan, right? The big match white.
It's a thing. With some people, it's a thing. Like you're going to have your big match, stuff. I may or may not have a friend that only wears a certain pair of pants when he's gonna go over in a huge match. But with that said, she comes out looking amazing and looking determined.
Didn't have her bat.
Didn't have her bat, which I thought was very symbolic. And one thing I like about Momo Watanabe in both matches, when the music hits for the opponent, and both times Momo was in the ring first, the camera would go in the darkness and where you can kind of see just the lights from the opponent's entrance. Yeah. Which I think is so cool, right?
It is, yeah.
So it's just the lights from the opponent's entrance that's on her face. She's knelt down in both times, and she's really, it's a moment of contemplation.
Yeah.
And her head is bowed down, and she's just thinking, and she's so serious looking. And she's probably playing over in her head what's getting ready to happen in the match, I'm sure.
Right.
But it's just such a cool moment. Just that serious Momo Watanabe, no jokes, no taking anything, goofy or anything like that. And you could tell she was taking this so serious. This was such for her story arc, for her redemption arc, right? This is such a big deal. And no matter how it turns out, you got there, but man, you really, we felt it from the first. We love Azumi.
Yes.
But Jesus Christ, we really want this to be Momo.
Yeah, definitely gave the feeling of like, finally. Like, this is finally happening for Momo Watanabe. And both of these girls obviously deserve a big spot in Stardom. But if you know anything about Momo Watanabe's story, it's like a lot of people feel like, why has she not been given that place so far in her career? Because she deserves it. So we're here in the 5-Star Grand Prix final. It's Momo Watanabe versus Azumi. They're both completely just dialed into each other because they know each other so well, right? But it's been a long time since they've been on the same side, and they're not afraid to fight each other at the same time. And there was so much good in this match. They just laid it all on the line in this match. But it came to a point where Azumi had Momo Watanabe kind of dead to rights. She had her tied up in the double armbar, which she has used multiple times to win matches. And at that point, Hate came in and broke up the hold. It was Ruaka and Azusa Inaba. They stomped on Azumi to make her let go. And when Momo Watanabe got up from being in that hold, which I believe she probably would have tapped out to if they hadn't interfered, those two started going after Azumi again, and Momo Watanabe stopped them. She stepped in front of them, told them no, made them get out of the ring so that they would not interfere in the rest of the match. And that moment is it was such a turning point, because it shows that even through Momo Watanabe's heel ways and the way that she feels about other people, she still respects Azumi to a certain point, I think. Yeah. And she respects her own ability to win this match without Hate's help. So that moment really defined this match as an incredible, like, great match. One of those that you think back about far in the future and you're like, that's when it all started, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've seen a lot of Momo accidentally hitting her teammates, accidentally getting hit by her teammates, and we're always like, oh, that's going to lead to something. And now we've got Momo actually physically refusing the help from Hate.
Yeah, it's so insane. Like that moment, you're right. That moment was such a big deal, and we gasped. We grabbed one another. It was just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
This is so big, and I'm going to do this myself, and I was just thinking back all the things that Momo, as you're talking about, with her career, even 2024, best match award, and which is insane for the Red Star, right?
Right.
The Red Star's best match award with Mayu Iwatani.
Oh, that match was so good.
Yeah, and the 5-star Fighting Spirit Award in 2018.
Yeah, she's been around now longer than anyone else who's left in Stardom. She's been in more 5-star Grand Prix than anyone else.
Absolutely, she got the MVP in 2018. Just in Stardom in its own, and just so many things that have happened with her, so many, with the championships and stuff. And then, like you said, to fall off and be Oedo Tai and be with Hate. And so many times we've seen the bigger matches that she's had, she always loses.
Yes.
Or she's not even figured in. She's not part of anything. Mm-hmm. So that moment, all building up to that moment in that match, which so many cool things have happened in the match, and for her to stop the interference.
Yeah. And it's scary from that point, right? Because at that point you start thinking like, oh no, she didn't take the help. Oh, she's going to lose because she didn't take the help.
Right.
And there was even a double Azumi sushi where like I was out of my seat at that point, but Momo kicked out of the second Azumi sushi, which you hardly ever see that happen when Azumi throws that on. But Momo fought her heart out to the very end, and you could see it all over her face. She was just so emotional through the end of this match. She needed this. She needed to win this match. And she used a tequila sunrise, followed by a peach sunrise, followed by a peach thunder to pin Azumi and win the 2025 5-star Grand Prix.
God.
And the waterworks off of Momo Watanabe at that point just... Oh, it was so amazing. It was an amazing moment. Okada brought the robe in and Momo like snatched it from him and put it on herself. She's like, yes, this is mine. She put the crown on. She got the trophy and knelt down, and it was just like, there she is. There's your champion. How did it take us so long to get to this point? It obviously makes so much sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And just let's give it a little... I don't know how to encapsulate it any better. Mm-hmm. Momo Watanabe has overcome, and she has won the freaking 5-star Grand Prix.
It's insane to think about. Like, at the start of this tournament, I don't think anyone would have thought that Momo would be the one standing at the end.
I really think you're right. I don't think anybody had her listed. Mm-hmm. as the winner. There's so many obvious ones they're pushing, ones that are close to being pushed, and all this stuff. But all that has changed.
Yeah.
We have had, we were looking for Stardom the conversion for not a reset, but like it had been in 2024, maybe
right, where some big things change.
Yeah, maybe some storyline changes and all this.
Yeah.
And this to me was the big change. This tournament has changed so much.
Yeah, it's definitely given a new outlook on the landscape of Stardom as we know it.
Well, I mean, the big money players right now. I mean, the things we have coming up, the matches we have decided from now into Dream Queendom.
Yeah.
My God, we have
it's insane.
Momo Watanabe is your 5-star champion. She's probably going to be in the main event at Dream Queendom.
Yeah, she hasn't said which belt she's going to challenge for yet, but you have to believe it's going to be Saya Kamatani.
I would think so. And what a cool...
That's just its own story all on its own, right? That's Queen's Quest, that's Hate, that's everything.
Yeah.
All tied into one.
It goes back to that whole Queen's Quest thing, though.
I think Momo Watanabe at this point is set up to have one of the craziest end of years storylines that we've seen.
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling of where her journey is going to go from this point, but it's possible I'm wrong. So
yeah, I mean, I like what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah,
and
I think it's definitely a big awakening for Momo Watanabe. It's like, I made it here. I got to this point on my own, and I made this happen.
Well, there was no hate celebration in the ring.
No, there was not.
After this happened.
Yeah, it was just Momo.
Yeah. And so even in the backstage comments, it was just Momo.
Yeah, so it feels very much like Momo's on an island, right? It's like it's almost like Hate isn't supposed to be in this situation of having a big champion like this, because it's very babyface feeling. Like, this is our champion this year. But Momo just fits the bill so well.
Yeah, and again, back to Izumi, her pushing Momo out of the way and taking out Hate.
Yeah.
To continue their match.
Yeah. That was so good.
There's just so much there.
There really
and
is.
It's hard to do anything right now except just be a fan and be excited as hell. And,
I know.
And just the wonder of what is going to happen.
Yeah, and Azumi herself in the backstage comments after this match, she mentioned possibly going back down to go after the high-speed belt, which is interesting for her. But I know she wants a lot of gold this year, so we could be getting an Azumi Mei Seira match in the future,
which would be awesome.
Which would be really cool. Yeah, I love that match.
But
that was the final night of the 5-star Grand Prix. It left Shiri and Micah in tears. After the fact, it was very emotional for everyone involved, I think, and what a way to cap off this month, because it's just been a wild ride from start to finish. I'm really pleased with the way it all turned out. I was excited the whole time. I wasn't like rolling my eyes or anything at any point during this tournament.
No, I mean, it was fantastic. And I think, again, we had everything we wanted to have happen. We had, stars created. We had, just people solidified. So it was
stars made, which they usually are.
I have to ask you, right?
Okay.
So we're going to go through a couple of awards.
Okay.
To end this out.
Okay.
And we'll end with the biggest one.
Okay.
And I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Yes.
But is there a match of the tournament for you that you could think of that you point to and you're like, that's the match of the tournament?
It's really hard because you got recency bias, right? Like, it's been a long month. So it's hard to think back on every single match that happened. But if I had to pick one that just stands out in my mind, it would probably be Azumi Saya Kamatani from the Korakuen show.
Okay. Yeah, which was freaking amazing.
It was. Yeah. There's so many good matches.
No, I agree with you, though. I do. I mean, I don't think I can get anything better than that.
It was just a great match in and of itself.
So, who was your breakthrough performer of the tournament?
Breakthrough performer. Someone I didn't expect to do did well.
Exactly. Somebody that's just kind of changed their stars or whatever.
Right. I mean, it's hard not to pick Rena.
I mean, yeah. It's a gimme.
Like, someone I didn't expect to get as far as they got. Definitely Rena.
It's a gimme. Now, this one's kind of mean, and I hate to do that to you, but who's the letdown?
The letdown of the tournament?
Well, it doesn't have to be,
or someone I thought would do better than they did.
Right, yeah. Just a letdown for you, a letdown for them, maybe.
Probably Mei Seira. I was hoping she would go further in the tournament, which is no fault of her own. She had amazing matches, right? But
my letdown is Yuria.
Of course, she didn't win any matches.
No,
right?
I just wanted one. That's all. It's too much to ask. I just wanted one.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have one.
So for funsies, your MVP of the tournament,
most valuable player, of
most
the
valuable
5-star
player,
Grand Prix.
like as a body of work, match after match after match, judging them all.
Yeah.
Who is the MVP? Best matches, best person.
Oh, it's hard to choose because as someone who made the 5-star bigger and crazier than it probably would have been otherwise, I kind of want to pick Suri. Like, she was a really important integral piece of the way that the 5-star Grand Prix went down this year.
I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
But as far as like someone who's every match like I enjoyed and everything, Rena also stands out as the MVP for this year.
I think Arena's the MVP.
It's very hard to choose because so many people did so well and were so important to the way it played out.
So when I'm looking at like matches that were elevated with this person in them, and matches that took you to a different place. Like they could have just been follow the lines.
Yeah, Rena definitely had more of those matches, right? Where we were just blown away by her performance.
Rena's matches were all go back and watch again matches.
Absolutely.
They were
she did amazing.
Awesome. So I agree. I think Rena's journey in that match, I think she's the MVP.
Yeah.
Super excited for Momo Watanabe.
Yes, she's the champion,
totally,
right?
Totally deserves it. She's the champion, but what a fun tournament.
It was really fun this year. I really enjoyed it. It went by so fast.
It did.
Even though it's been such a long month. But
because it felt like a slog for us before.
Yeah, like usually the 5-star, it's like we have to gear up for it emotionally. We're like, there's going to be so much. But this time it was just like fun. We were excited for every single show to watch, and it didn't feel like work at all, which is really cool. I hope that future 5-stars follow that same pattern.
Me too.
But we want to know what you thought of the 5-star Grand Prix, the way it ended up. Did you think Momo Watanabe was going to win in the end? Let us know all your thoughts. Also, give us your thoughts about the rest of the year and where you think we'll end up when Dream Queendom rolls around. Make sure you're following us on X, on Instagram, on Facebook at Cult of Joshi, and subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel.
And we'll be back to, we're going to be covering the Sendai Girl show.
Yes.
That is happening.
Sinjo the biggest.
In our world time here, it's happening pretty quickly.
Yes.
And we'll be coupling that up with Forbidden Door stuff. So
Yeah, because Stardom's off for 2 weeks, but we will find things to talk about for the next 2 weeks because we're crazy like that.
We have things to cover for sure.
We do, yes. So make sure you stay tuned. But for now, that's all. So I'm Raja, he's John. So long from Cult of Joshi. Bye.